Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back, Jamie and Nathan, and we're going to be talking about Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, which was released in 1988, 2 years after Part 6, and the first film featuring Kane Hodder as Jason, which, is the main positive of this film.
Okay, Hodder. Go, Jason.
But given the benefit of the doubt, though, they did have a lot of, cut deaths out of this and stuff, the MPAA in America, the ratings board. So a lot of the kills did suffer from it. But that doesn't excuse the story, though, does it? I don't think they cut the story.
Oh, good lord, no, that wasn't great. I'll be honest with you, Chief.
So yeah, we'll just jump right into the story. So a recap once again. We've not seen one of these in a while.
It was weird though, because it wasn't the same as usually it just shows you the last important bit of the film, but this one was let me show you what happened throughout all the films with a few of the random kills, but not even the big ones.
It seemed like a trailer for Part 6, didn't it? Because it's literally just showing us Part 6.
It played like a trailer because I swear it had a bit of... Did it have a bit of narration in it?
Yeah, it had the... I didn't notice at the time, but you remember that old guy from Part 1 and 2? The crazy guy.
The guy that had a 5-minute bike scene, yeah.
Yeah, it was that actor who did the narration for it.
It honestly felt like they did the bit where it shows the studio, then they played a trailer for the film, then they played the film. It was weird.
And it's only going to get weirder as well. So obviously Jason's still chained beside the lake from the last film when Tommy did it. He's been down there for, I don't even know how many years it's been now. I don't even think we got the little girl, Anna, who was called Tina. She's the main character of the film. Trinity Trine or whatever. And her dad's being abusive to her mum, so she runs out of the house, punches to the dock, gets inside a boat because she wants to go.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to slap the shit out of your mother.
And then we find out she's got fucking powers because she makes the dock fall on her dad and he falls to his death inside the water.
No, she was bipolar though. She was like, I hate you. I hate you. Second the thing starts to move. No, I didn't intend on this. Yes, you did.
And it flashes to present day, doesn't it, with Tina growing up. Which, this film, I think, it feels like Part 4 and 5, really, to me.
Yeah.
Because you've got the people partying later on, and you've got her who's going through issues, just like Tommy was in Part 5. But anyway, she wakes up and her and her mum drive to Crystal Lake because, they've renamed it back to Crystal Lake now.
It was better the first time. Why did you change it then?
So she's with her mum and her doctor who's trying to help her through this, and the doctor decides it's best to take her back to where her dad died years ago to help her with a treatment, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's great. That sounds amazing. I understand, in therapy, it's confronting your fears, but from the way that she acts, bro, she ain't near that step yet. She ain't ready for that.
No way. And obviously there's other people partying there. They're throwing a surprise party for the mate, but he obviously never shows up.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. So the doctor's recording her, and he's trying to get her to use the powers to move the matchbook and shit like that. Which, At this point, I guess they're doing something different, but it don't even feel like a Jason film, does it?
No.
You've got the people fucking partying, I guess, which happens in most Fridays, but that's it.
It feels like, we made it good with Part 6, now we made it too good back to Part 5.
And he says that she only uses her powers when she's really emotional. What happens now? She gets emotional when she goes to the dock, and she ends up bringing Jason back to life, basically, doesn't she?
Yeah, because she thought it was her dad.
Yeah, which... this film.
Okay, she goes to the dock, starts thinking about her dad, who she kills. She's like, I'm going to bring my dad back. We don't know if that's the ability of her power. As far as we can tell, she can just kind of move shit. She thinks that her dad's in there, so she tries bringing him back. He is in the lake, but we'll talk about that later. But only brings Jason back.
Yeah.
And then passes out when she sees Jason. Couple of questions.
Jason just leaves her.
Jason's like, Jason understood the assignment. She's not awake. It's wrong. Jason has morals. Jason has better morals than most fuckboys. Okay.
We gotta talk about the look of Jason now. I think this is probably the best. It looks so good.
I love big, massive Jason from Freddy vs. Jason. I think Savage Jason from 2009. But this Jason just looks good. Because he's a bit rotting. Some bones are sticking out. Oh, it just looks meaty. And he looks nice and fit because you got big boy Kane Hodder playing.
Yeah, true.
It's one of the best looking Jasons by far.
But he also breathes more now, doesn't he? Did you notice? There's a lot more breathing.
You brought up a good point with it though, with his breathing and vocal.
Oh, because of the chain around his... Maybe that's the cause of it, yeah.
If that's the reason, that's fine.
Because they kept the detail of remember when the mask came off, you seen the massive scar from Part 4. They kept all the damage throughout the film, so maybe.
And it's never expressed that he doesn't breathe while he's in his zombie mode.
Jason kills 2 campers, that's all I've got written down, because literally, like I said, the deaths in this film, they're not that memorable.
Nothing really inventive, but there was like 2 kills in this thing that stuck out to me.
And speaking of kills that are good, we got the sleeping bag kill, which is a good one. But obviously, this is one of the ones where they cut, because originally he smacks her off the tree like 6 times, but in this he just smacks her once, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think that's what they pay homage to in Jason X, because that has a and he's proper going for it. So I think it's like we couldn't do it in that one, so we'll do it twice in this one.
And then we got Tina freaking out, and she ends up throwing the TV at the Doctor with fucking psychic powers.
The Doctor's an asshole. We have to cover that. The Doctor's
he is. And even later on, like, he gets even worse. Get a bit ahead, because like most of it, there's not even a story going on here. Let's be honest. Like,
there is a story, but it's very. We've seen it before. Literally the only twist is she has powers.
We got one of the girls who ends up putting makeup on, doesn't she? And then she walks outside looking for who knows what, and she goes into a fucking barn. A barn once again. Like, literally, this is why Jason X is good and Part 8 is good, because at least they changed the location. Like, you know, is literally no barns, but oh my god. But obviously Jason learns from his experience, because he just literally, he kills her off screen, but he drags her fucking out and kills her. Tina's inside the Doctor's office, and she finds like newspaper clippings of like all the murders that have happened at Crystal Lake. It's obviously the Doctor's been, because he hides that thing as well, doesn't he? Like, what is it? The thing that was on the door. He puts it inside his drawer to try and make him more crazy. Yeah. So he's trying to like play with her emotions and shit.
Yeah, it's either because he wanted a big reaction from her so he could record it, or because he wants to see what she can do and if he can turn a profit.
Nathan, I got a question for you.
Go on, love. What is it?
Who put the cat inside the cupboard?
Who the fuck put the cat inside? Right, one of the females hears a noise coming from the cupboard. We're all like, oh, it's Big Boy Jason. It's not. It's a cat. Who put the cat in the cupboard? Why is a cat in the cupboard? I understand cats are assholes and can get into places, but the door was locked. Who put the cat in the cupboard?
Just for a jump scare. And there's literally like 12 people there, and like, how do they not know, like, when they're calling out and no one answers? Like, literally 12 people have just disappeared, and it's just, you know, oh my god.
She saw herself in the mirror. It's fine.
The film really drags at this point. Like, it really does. But the Doctor gets the mum, doesn't he, inside the woods, and he like uses her as fucking bait or whatever, which, you know.
Why?
And then Jason just comes out of the woods with a massive bone saw. Like, you know. I mean, buzzsaw. He comes out of the woods with a massive buzzsaw, and it's like...
Fuck you, Texas.
But where did he even get it from? He's like a video game character. He just spawns it whenever he needs it.
He got it from the shed.
Yeah. And there's the overkill, which would have been amazing, but we literally see nothing, because he kills the Doctor with it, and it just cuts away.
It literally has him fall on the ground, a bit of blood splatters on his face, and he just goes... That's it.
And then we get the Tina versus Jason face off. We get that sick shot of Jason just standing there staring at down. That was a goal shot. But then she uses the powers to wrap him up with trees, doesn't she? And then she gets, what is it, the electrical thing, puts it inside the water, and Jason goes face first into the puddle. Gets electrocuted.
What I don't get though is when she controls the electric wire, she doesn't just drag it to the water, she makes it come across like a snake. Why? But electricity means fuck all to Jason.
And he's dead at this point anyway, isn't it? I don't think you can... Like, can he regenerate? I don't think we know that yet, do we?
I think at this point it kills him, but he instantly comes back. Like, but electricity will do nothing because, like, not that she should know this, but just general, electricity should do nothing because electricity is the thing that brought him back, really. Well,
we get that sick thing where she's inside the house and Jason just jumps through the window. He's like, I'm not throwing any more bodies through, he just jumps right through it.
I'm bored of it. I'm the body now. But it's funny though, because like, we only ever see Jason walking or on the floor choking, all that stuff. But he full on Batman jumps and arms up, knees to chest, craw through the window. It's like, when did he become so acrobatic?
Tina hits him with the light, doesn't she? And he falls through the stairs.
It's not even like a swing hit, it's like a dink. He just...
And then he busts through the wall, obviously, because, you know, I ain't going to kill Jason.
Nah.
Eventually, the mask comes off, doesn't it? And then we see the full face of Jason.
Oh, it looks
I think that's the... Because in Part 8, he gets a different mask in it, so that's the last time we see this mask, really.
Yeah.
Eventually, she sets him on fire, doesn't she, downstairs? And her and the guy get out, and the house explodes. What?
Why? Okay, I'm not a scientist, but I fully believed that if there was a can of gas and it set on fire, that would explode. But to set the house on fire, she uses her mind powers to spray the gasoline everywhere. So surely the house would just burn.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't stop him.
No.
Nothing stops Jason.
No. So they're on the dock and Jason comes back once again, but here's the big twist of the film. A fucking dead dad comes up and drags Jason down inside the water. Now, first, like, obviously, let's just mention the thing, he's not decomposed, is he? He just looks completely normal, but there's a reason for that because, you know...
The directors wanted a more eye-appealing dad to save the kids. But here's my counter-argument. Why is Jason so fucking hideous then?
True. And not just that, like, isn't he an abusive husband? Yeah. Like, why is he getting this redemption arc? Like, what the fuck?
What is it with the things we've watched recently with fucked up redemption arcs?
But
it's the weirdest thing ever, because he doesn't, like, fight him, you know, take his leg off, round of fisticuffs. No, he just spots up behind him, gets a chain from nowhere, puts it round his neck and falls back. Jason's done.
That's it, we don't see him again. They just drive outside the ambulance and then boom. Film over.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Like, we've skimmed over it, but really, this was, apart from the way Jason looked and Jason acted, this was a really boring film. It went back to, like, the older parts where it's just people doing stuff, Jason kills one of them. People do stuff, they separate, Jason kills some of them. Then it's the final whatever.
It's even the same location as well. It's like, you know, same characters pretty much. Apart from her with the powers, like, it's just the same film.
Part 6 fixed so much. This undid all the work, story-wise.
I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. What about you?
I'm giving it a 2, mate.
2 out of 10?
2 out of 10. Apart, the 2 points simply go to how Jason was in the film. Everything else just didn't even earn a point. I just couldn't get into it. And I love the Friday 13th is my favourite series. This killed it for me.
Well, next week we got Friday 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Manhattan, baby!
Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Check out Nathan's social links down below. Until next week, in a bit.